Hey guys, and welcome back to another command block tutorial. Today's video, I'm showing you guys 3 ways to become a ninja in Minecraft with only a few command blocks. For today's creation, we have 3 different abilities that we're going to be making that's going to make you a ninja with only a few commands. First one is pretty simple. What we're going to be doing is checking if you're sneaking, go invisible. Now, as you can see, as long as I'm sneaking, I'm invisible. And as soon as I stop, after a brief period, I turn invisible again. This way, as you're kind of creeping around, you want to be stealthy, you can just kind of sneak up on somebody and get the jump on them. But of course, being invisible, it's helpful, but you gotta have a way to sneak up on somebody. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is actually wall climbing. So whenever I'm up against a wall and I look up, I'm going to be able to climb that wall. Show you guys what that looks like in third person. If I'm standing next to a wall, all I gotta do is look up, and then boom, I'm going to start climbing that wall so you can get all the way on top of it. It's going to be perfect for getting up to a high place in order to take somebody out from stealth. Finally, the last thing that we're going to be doing is having a guided shuriken. So, unlike a normal shuriken, we're going to be taking these snowballs, and we can throw them at mobs, and they're going to do a ton of damage. But they're not normal projectiles because we can actually curve them. They are basically magical guided shurikens that are going to make you an even better assassin from long range because you don't actually have to bother hitting enemies. Anyways, let's get into the commands. First command that we have here is the invisibility commands. As you can see, it's literally only one block. It's actually incredibly simple. All we're doing here is checking for any player who has the tag ninja, and we're going to be doing this sneak detection that I've demonstrated in other videos, and simply giving the player invisibility if they have the tag ninja and they're sneaking. So do keep in mind, for any of these to work, you are going to need the tag ninja. So that way not everyone can do it. You have to do this in order to actually get the tag and get these abilities to work. The next one is a little bit more complicated, but it really isn't. It's actually 4 of the same commands than one other commands. What we're doing here is we are executing at the player ninja, RX -70. This is how we're checking if the player is looking up or not. And then we're going to be checking, is there not air beside them? So the reason that we're doing this is you can see I'm fully surrounded by air on all sides right now. So when I look up, I'm not going to start floating. That would be weird. No, rather we actually have to be beside a block on one side, directly tied to it, in order to float up. Pretty simple. So what we're checking is we have one command block for each side. So we're just checking, is there at this coordinate not an air block, so some block other than air? If so, give levitation. The next command is exactly the same, except we have a -1 here. The next command is exactly the same, except we have 1 at the end of the coordinates. And the final command is a -1 at the end of the coordinates. This is just every block directly beside you. We're checking as long as one of those is not air, so it's a full block or something like that, then you're going to be able to wall climb. And then finally, we're making it so that if at any point you are not looking, so instead of RX equals -70, we're using RXM, which is basically checking, am I looking down a little bit? If so, it's going to cancel the levitation. So you can see I could be in the middle of climbing, and as soon as I look down, I'm going to stop climbing. This just makes it a little bit better so that way you're not climbing longer than you intend to. The last commands, all we have is the shuriken. So what we're doing here is we are checking at any snowball. We're going to be running the damage command anything within 2 blocks that does not have the tag ninja, so you're not going to be hurting yourself. And it's not an item because you don't really want to be killing items with this. And we're just going to be doing 32 override damage with this. This is just going to do a ton of damage to anything, and it's going to have the damage source be the nearest ninja player. So that way you're the one who's actually doing the damage. It's also important to note, if you want to make this do more damage or less damage, you can change this number to be higher or lower, do whatever you want. I keep it as a fairly high number just to be able to do just a lot of damage. The final command that we have here is the one that's actually going to be teleporting the shuriken around, making it act like a guided shuriken. We're executing at E, type equals snowball. We're going to be copying the rotation of the nearest ninja player. This means the snowball is always going to be rotated in the same way that the player is rotated. So all we're going to do from there is just teleport it forward and slightly down. This means that the snowball is always going to be facing the same direction that I'm facing. So if I throw it forward and I don't move, the snowball is going to go straight. But if I throw it and then look to the right, the snowball is going to go right. As you can see, it kind of snakes. You can guide it, you can make it go up and down. There's a lot you can do with it, and it's really cool because, like I said, you have this really guided, curved shuriken that you can do a lot with. So, hope you guys enjoyed this shorter video on just 3 simple commands on how to become a ninja in Minecraft. Bye!